and all that happened to all the people who lived here. As I was driving in this morning, I was listening to HPR, and they had interviews with folks who had been witness to the bombings at Pearl Harbor. And it's good to remember that people's lives were truly impacted, not just at the political national level, but very much here locally. So good time to remember. Thanks for joining us. And we have an agenda, and I'm going to get it now. So on the agenda, we have announcements already listed. Feel free to add as we work through the Zoom if you would like. I do have a message to relay from the Honda International Center. We are seeing increasing numbers of international students. They want to come back. Please, as you prepare your schedules, especially for summer and for next fall, please do consider how many face-to-face or hybrid classes. I'm going to sneeze. You can be thankful that I muted myself. I'm sorry. Do consider the mix of classes that you offer across your departments and the need for us to have components of face-to-face instruction to accommodate the CVIS regulations that will be back in full force next fall. And also for our veteran students who also need to have in-person classes to justify their housing allowance for Hawaii. So I would appreciate the planning efforts of the department chairs come February, considering adding some face-to-face or hybrid. Hybrid works too. There's a fundraiser that will be in effect on Friday. Sheldon can't be here, but it is connected to the Alumni and Friends Association. Lisa, do you want to say something right now? Thank you.
Oh, is my screen sharing?
Yep.
Okay. This is on behalf of Sheldon because he can't make it, but this Friday, at all Panda Express restaurants or takeout, if you use that apply code, that 911880, when you check out, 28% of the sales go towards the Alumni and Friends Association. So consider having lunch, dinner, or I don't know, evening snack or catering there. That's all.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Yes, you have to go online. Angela is correct. You have to do the ordering online. You can't phone this one in. Thank you. Oh, and Jan Fried is here. Okay, wait. Since Jan is here, I promised her that I would do this. Wear the hat that she gave me the other day. Right, Jan? I wasn't able to wear it when you gave it to me, but now I think I should do that. Okay. And let's see. Board of Student Activities also would like to have more in-person classes so that their activities could actually have participants and creating campus life once again. Okay. Let's see, back to the agenda. I keep losing that agenda. Okay. We have surf happening. Surf's up on the campus. Is there anyone who's not surfing right now who can put a plug in for the surf sessions? That's the Student Undergraduate Research Fair. Anybody?
I think they're in a session right now, Louise, but maybe we can even finish like 15 minutes early today to try to catch the ones that are happening from 1 to 2. Or I know that 2 to 4, they're also going to have some great programming, including Miku from Serene. I know her students are going to be out there doing some social science research, but it's been really awesome and fun and insightful so far. I'm sure that's what everyone else who's attended will also say.
Right. So thank you, Lisa, for putting the agenda for Wednesday in the chat. I just looked over some of the topics and I plugged in as many as I could in between my different meetings. So if you do get a chance, the students really appreciate an audience. and they truly appreciate questions, even tough ones. I ask them tough ones sometimes, and they like that too. So if you get a chance, even drop in for a little bit. You don't have to stay the whole hour. You can just stay and browse. That'll be fine. Okay, any other announcements generally from the campus that you want to share right now?
Louise, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm a little slow. Well, maybe every day I'm a little slow, but so you was mentioning more face-to-face classes. Does Student Congress have an idea of what courses they need to be face-to-face? Because what we've been doing is just, okay, who wants to teach face-to-face?
Mhm.
And then we've been canceling them. So if they want courses that are face-to-face, do they have an idea of what classes they want to be face-to-face?
I think international students have a sense of what classes work. I believe. I don't know if Student Congress has that information. Kara, you've been doing surveys with them about modality. Did you ever?
Yes. No, sorry. So I have, I just put in the chat and I can actually update this. Sorry, I'm behind with all of my enrollment dashboards. But this was one I did where we looked especially for those F1 and the veterans enrollments, just to see what classes are filling up that they're taking. And then on a separate side conversation, Noel had asked me to pull kind of the fill rate to see for face-to-face, what's filling up on our campus, like the times and days and subjects. So I can, I'm trying to work the magic there as well. I don't have all the spells going all the time, but it's on my map for this week ahead. Yep,
That might be helpful. Guy, did you want to add something? I saw you put your face on. Not that you put your face on, but that you put your camera on. I'm sorry.
That's
Sorry.
okay. I put my happy face and my camera on, but I don't need to say anything. Just wanted to be present. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that question. Maria, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I sent a list of courses that was shared by HIC to me, courses that our international students are interested in taking. I sent that to the department chairs this semester. So hopefully they still have it, or I can resend it again before they work on the summer fall schedule.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. Remind them. Okay, the more information we have, the better we can create a schedule that makes sense and that works.
Maria, could you send it to the faculty senate chair also, and he can send it to his constituents?
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Okay, terrific. Other announcements or questions about announcements?
I do.
Yes, Jen?
Okay, so
Did you gonna
tomorrow
say about Deaf Santa?
it is. It
Okay.
is about Deaf Santa. Wait, do I need to get my Santa hat? No. So tomorrow is Deaf Santa. It is our 30th
Wow.
anniversary of Deaf Santa. We got a letter of accommodation from the mayor's office and a letter of recognition from Senator Schatz's office. Sunday, Deaf Santa was in the newspaper in the I know I just pulled it out. I think in the lifestyle section, and it was all about different Santas, and Deaf Santa actually was prominent in the second page. We are going to be on KHON tomorrow morning also. So it's such a thrill to know that we've been able to consistently offer this event for 30 years. So thank you, KCC. Yay!
Yeah, it's pretty special.
It is.
It is pretty special. Yay. Okay. We have updates from the Chancellor's office and people connected to the Chancellor's office. So we're going to do a little bit of interactive stuff to talk about transitions. You are well aware by now that there will be multiple kinds of transitions happening on the campus and at the system level. We're still in transitions at the UHCC Vice President's office. But on our campus, I can update you on some of inching towards solidarity. Anyway, inching towards less variability, less transition. Today, the VCAA position and the Dean for Health positions have been posted. So we are now in active recruitment for our VCAA and our Dean for Health programs. Thank you to HR, Darsh in particular, who posted these. Closing date is December 30. So we will start in earnest the campus part of this come spring. We will be forming separate screening committees for each of these positions. And we will be reaching out to the departments and AGOs for representation on these committees. I'm working with Maria to finalize the categories of people to serve on the committees. We will be asking for 2 from each of the categories so that we can then adjust for gender ethnicity balance on these committees. So that is in the works, off and running. We also have 3 secretary positions posted. I know the departments will be thrilled. Health Sciences, EMS, and Arts and Sciences each have a secretary in the works for recruitment. And thank you so much to the department chairs who have shouldered a lot of the responsibilities for the department transactions, and that was not easy. It was not pleasant for most people, and it was very difficult. So I'm very, very appreciative. So if you know anyone who knows anyone who would like to be a secretary in the most fabulous campus ever, let them know that those jobs are posted. Internally to the UH first, yeah, Darsh?
Yes, that's correct.
And if you know someone who's interested in being a dean of the health programs or a vice chancellor for academic affairs, Maria has indicated she will not be applying for the permanent position. So it's open to everyone. Start date for the VCAA is May 1. Anticipated start date is May 1. Anticipated start date for the health programs is August 1. Giving the VCAA a bit of a chance to have some influence on the final decision for the health dean to fill out her or his team. Any questions about those recruitments? If there are people on this call who are interested in applying, please do so. There are no incumbents. There are no people who are serving as interims in either position who I don't think would be interested in applying. I don't think. So feel free to throw your hat in. Not my hat, your own hat. I'm not. Yeah. Questions?
But you were so good at that.
Why, thank you. Actually, I've served as the interim health dean for EMS these last few weeks, months. So I have some experience, but no, I will not be applying. Anything else from anyone on those positions? As for the chancellor, some people are still being surprised that that we have an interim. So let me announce for all of those on the call, we have an interim chancellor beginning January 3. That will be Maria Bautista. Maria Bautista will not give up her job as interim VCAA. So she will be doing both jobs as an interim. So interim. So slash it was the suggestion of the UHCC system that bringing in, and Maria and anyone with any kind of logic would see that as well. It would be very difficult to bring in an interim VCAA for 2 months, trying to learn the job and then having to let go. So Maria will continue as interim VCAA, and we will be putting into play a lot of assistance from her deans and the dean for continuing and community education, who will be helping her in her duties as will be necessary. We have met Misako Takabayashi. The ELT met with her on Monday. She is confirmed for March 1st. So this interim appointment for Maria as chancellor will be for the 2 months of January and February. And our new chancellor will come on board March 1. Now, Maria will be giving up some of her interim duties. We will have an interim health dean coming on board January 3rd. Thank you so much, Aaron Kosecki, for agreeing to serve again as an interim health dean. So he will be taking on those duties January 3rd, and we'll be happy to relinquish them when we have a new dean. But Aaron is very well acquainted with working with the 3 departments, as he has done that once before. Just so you know, Darsh nudged me on that last one. Thank you, Darsh. Other thoughts from anybody on those transitions? Are you keeping track of all the players in play? Yes.
Louise,
Yes.
so Dr. Sunoda, what did she teach or she never taught?
She did. She was a chemist.
Oh my God.
She
So
taught
our
chemistry.
chancellors has been chemist, social science, LLL, whoop, whoop. And now we're going back to math science again? That's just
Yeah.
not right.
Hey,
Yeah, I just joking.
Hey, Maria's physics.
what's wrong with you?
Yes. She taught chemistry at Leeward. Yeah. Other thoughts, other questions on transitions? Everybody okay? All right, we'll make it. It'll be okay. Quick update. No, sorry, Kara, I almost skipped over the most fun part of what we're going to do. We have heard, however, that there are people who are quite worried about the transitions, concerned about things. So I did want to take time to give people an opportunity to express those concerns anonymously so that, you know, nothing gets back to us as individuals. But we want to take a few moments during this time when there's so many people, like there's 79 people on here right now. So this is a good opportunity to get quick temperature check on how people are feeling about the transition. So I'll turn it over to Kara, who's going to be getting us into groups, and we're going to express. Don't put me in a group though, because I tend to squash any kind of conversation. The
Conversation.
chancellor's in our group, we can't say anything. Okay.
Yeah, so Louise, you might accidentally get put in a group, but just stay
I'll
back.
just
Or
leave.
We'll,
I'll
we'll,
just
we'll
leave.
hook you back. Yes, yes.
All right.
So I just, before I go ahead and show the Padlet we're using today, just to express what Louise was saying, we will be working in small groups. So I know that can still be uncomfortable for folks. No one's expecting whatever you say today is just for you. So for example, I'm in OFI, whatever I would say in a group is just my own personal kind of feelings and what I'm going through, not necessarily, you know, what Sean or Bob also think. So just keep that in mind. So no one's expecting you to really represent your department, but so I don't want you to feel that kind of pressure when we're sharing. There are gonna be a lot of Padlet posts because there are so many of us here today, and that feedback. So we hope that each group will have this rich conversation and contribute to the Padlet. And what we like about Padlet is you can heart things that you agree with, so that really helps. You can add comments, so we can really help with the feedback. We will give folks an opportunity after today to also provide asynchronous feedback and individual feedback. So maybe there's something you're still, I don't really want to say this in a room full of people or on this call today. You can go back and add that. And I think we'll keep it open for about a week, Louise. So I could say maybe next Friday, which I don't have and I can make sure to add that to the Padlet. So I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick screen share and show you what we've come up with today for you. And please just in the chat, if there's any issues with what it looks like, just let me know. Because I can't see that I'm sharing my screen right now, but
You are, it's good.
okay, wonderful. Okay, so you can see just going back to the little animal memes that we saw with our strategic planning session in the past of some feelings. So I just started with optimistic, overwhelmed, and curious. You can, of course, as a group, if there's a better word to describe kind of what you're feeling as we head, as the collective, as we head into a time of change, please add your own. And that's super simple. You would just click the plus sign here. Then I'm going to go to this 3 dots, and then you have your image search. So you can see data happy. Oh my goodness, what a dork that person who's doing this work. Okay, so that's just a gist of where you can go to see everything. And we're thinking that we'll have one kind of per group under each of these, what we're wondering about. And I was kind of chuckling to myself, Louise, because you said, well, anyone with logic would know why we're not getting an interim VCAA. But that was my question. To me personally, I think, oh, it seems like it's going to be kind of a lot for one person to take on. So that was my personal question, but you'll all can come up with your own. And then what I wish, this is about thinking about what are we taking away? What are we letting go that doesn't serve us? Because it seems like the piling on effect is something I'm very aware of. And I think that's adding to our stress. Now, something that Louise didn't mention today was going back to that wellness survey. So I know she's carefully looking through all of the comments, really thinking through that and providing meaningful feedback based on all the feedback that the campus provided on the wellness survey. But for me personally, I think this issue is leading to some overwhelm and burnout. And then the worrying part is that what are we worried about as we enter into 2023 and diving into the unknown? And then this Ask Me Anything. So this can go to anybody. You know, I think when I wrote this, I specifically was thinking about our executive leadership team, but if there's somebody else that you think you want to question, maybe you have a data question, that you could put that in there. And then any items that don't fit anywhere else. So just if you can, or do talk story sessions. I think we'll do 4 to 5 people in a group. And just see how far you get. And then, of course, as you're talking, maybe all of you in that group also agree with this kind of idea, so that you would, be able to add the heart. And then we'll be able to have a conversation as a collective, as a whole group. Maybe, what do you think, Ad? We'll give you 25 minutes. So when we come back at 12:50.
No, let's not give them 25 minutes, too long.
20?
Yeah.
15?
15.
20.
15.
15.
I'll go
Okay.
for 15.
All right, so we'll come back here then at about 1:40. And we'll kind of see the trends where people are thinking about this and how far you get. And of course, just get however far you can. And I'm going to go ahead and put this Padlet link in the chat. And then I'm going to create those groups. And thank you so much for your participation today. And let me I'm going to stop sharing and make sure. Oh, here we go. Great. Thank you for your patience. I found the breakout rooms. So
Try copy the URL so that you have the Padlet when you get into your groups.
oh yeah, it should be in the chat though, because I put it in now, so everybody should have it. Okay, and we'll do 15 groups actually, and I think that would be great. That's 3 to 4 participants per room, and it's just gonna go through and it's gonna assign you automatically. All right, so thank you so much, and we'll see you at 1:40. Mahalo. And of course, I'll be around if you have questions or need to call me into a space.
I appreciate the thoughts that are here. Some of them I can answer already. So we know the one about the VCAA. No, we will not have an interim VCAA. What changes can we expect? I don't know. That's a big one. I don't know what changes we can expect, but I think with some assurance, say that the incoming chancellor will take some time to learn the campus before making any kind of major changes. By the time March comes along, our strategic plan will be well on the way to being done. I don't expect the new chancellor to set it aside and say, you know what, we're going to start over. So I think it's very important for us to get to that point, to have it done. Somebody asked, I wonder when the telework will stop. They will have to change the UH policy. It is now policy for telework. It's got nothing to do with COVID. So until they change UH policy, it's there to stay. So I don't think you should worry too much about that. There's always a very long process for changing policy. So it's pretty good. It's pretty clear. It's there. Let's see, anything else?
Please,
Yeah.
is where, sorry, listening to when the college was doing all this, sorry, listening to
There's
when
some kind
the
of
college
weird
was doing all
funny
these interviews with the
feedback
candidates.
though. What's going
Just doing
on?
all these interviews with the candidates.
No,
Okay,
but
never mind,
we
that's
can
okay. What's
make out
happening?
what you're saying.
Okay, never mind, that's okay. What's happening? Yeah, what's happening in my group too?
It's
Yeah,
like you
what's-
sound
yeah,
like
what's happening in my group too?
like a minion.
Possessed or possessed.
Oh, the audio is just repeating everything twice and like twice as fast. So we have the chipmunk version of Nava'a without closed captioning. Sorry, Nava'a, you can use my office if it's easier.
Oh, it's the posting office too. Oh,
No, it was good before. What happened? Go to Maria's office.
no, it was Saladin and Brandon's fault.
No.
It was
No, just no good. I'm sorry. Question about Johnson Controls. Is it working? That's a bigger question that we can do that. Oh, OVPCC level. Yes, our campus is falling apart. Okay, big questions. We can't answer all of them right now. But Jan is gone. I'm going to change hats. Okay, so this is the other hat, right? So I don't know which way it goes. Anyway, be kind. This is the message, right? We're going to be kind to each other. Okay. We're going to leave the Padlet up and we will take some time at CAC to make sure that we take advantage of this. And I will go and put the answers in there later on. Updates on Kauai. The chancellor is retiring. There is going to be an interim chancellor. Her name is Margaret Sanchez. I really look bad in these kind of hats. I'm sorry to say. Maybe I should just do it's better, but then you can't see. We can talk about strategic planning for a few minutes, Kara.
Yeah, so I can say, I'm sure some of you folks may have been at the Board of Regents meeting or have heard that the system-wide strategic plan has passed. So that's very exciting. I think there's a lot of great work in there, including one of my favorites that's near and dear to my heart is the holistic student success. So making sure we're meeting our basic needs of our students and not thinking about mental and physical wellness. So that's wonderful. Be on the lookout for some printed materials around that. We, Jenny Brown and I presented some of our work to the University of Hawaii Community College system, started their planning, and Louise is part of that, as well as Rich Halverson and Shauna from Student Congress. So they're starting to build momentum with it, with the goal of having that completed by April. So at this point, we're kind of aligning so that we will finish our campus plan with the community college system at the same time. As far as what's going on our campus, I know we're going to be having talks really to think about the integration of what it means when we say Kuleana to Native Hawaiians and to Hawaii. So we're working on having those conversations. I'm sorry, I did not reach out to So Maria and Brian are working more on the student success side of things, and then John and Carol are working on the career aspect. So if there's any update that you want to share with the group, now would be the time to do so. I'll put myself on mute. So student success side, maybe first.
Maria or
Sorry,
Brian?
we've not called a meeting yet with the group. Brian and I are trying to look for a common time for us to be able to get this going. And once we find we can nail it down, then we'll send a message to the whole campus of whoever would be interested in participating in the discussion about student success.
Great, thank you. And then on the other side, so the career side.
John or Carol? Okay, I don't know that they've had an opportunity either.
Okay, we did hold a meeting, and we're trying to schedule another one. We have been working on a Jamboard, so there's quite a bit of input on that, but we just have to get the group together again.
Thank you. Nava, I see you're with Maria. Do you want to try now to say what you were so not able to say?
There, it's not muted anymore. Go. It's not muted anymore.
I just asked Maria what I sounded like, and she just said,
That's pretty good.
oh yeah. No, I was just asking if, oh, see, I can't remember her name, Misaki, but she was up at UH Hilo. My question was if she's used to employees who are in unions.
Yes.
Okay, very good. That's all.
Okay. Okay, tagging on to the last point about strategic plans. This go around, and there will be a more detailed memo coming out to CAC. I hope by the next CAC meeting, which by the way is next week, December 13. There will be implementation plans associated with the strategic plan. We are going to move away from SSPs as the annual mechanism for setting goals at the program or unit level. We'll be doing it through the implementation plans, which are derived from the strategic plan, so that everything moves in a singular direction, trying to make sure that we get to our strategic plan goals at the department and unit level. So I'll give you more details by next week. And I think that's it for strategic planning. Unless you have questions, what questions? What did I not make clear?
Sorry, Louise. My work group, Kuleana 2 Hawaiians. We are working on securing a room for an in-person meeting. It's likely going to be not 2/19, it's actually 12/19, sorry. 12/19.
You're really planning far ahead here.
With the room location. So we're going to get the room location, and then we'll do more of an open invitation because I know there's some people who wanted to be involved who didn't sign up. So people will have that information if they can make it. Great. If not, we'll probably do another meeting in January as well.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, you'll probably need subsequent meetings, at least one or two, maybe. Okay, moving away from strategic planning, we're into the recap on Giving Tuesday. Lynn?
Me or Lavishay?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but I have a screen here that I'd like to share.
Lavishay, speak. Sorry.
Kapiolani raised $14,280. We were the top out of all the community colleges. Yay! We beat our goal last year. It says here that 11,286 went to the food pantry, and almost 3,000 went to a student equity and access fund. And so that equity and access fund was something that we added on just in case somebody wanted to do something different. It
And
goes to students who are first year to college, students who have different barriers such as single parents, like the title, equity and access. But our food pantry here was our main fundraiser that our campus surrounded ourselves with as our annual fundraiser campaign for ourselves. And we had lovely kickoff gifts, large gifts from our chancellor, 2,000. Donors kicked in another 2,000. And retirees, we had Louise Yamamoto who kicked in a little over 1,000 to help gamify and help make it fun and encourage our giving. So thank you all. Please go back to this link and I'll put it in the chat box to look at what we've done. There's always fun to check out what the other units did. You'll see how well we performed. And you know, there's a donor wall here. Maybe we took it off, I'm not sure. And so many went onto the donor wall and signed in as anonymous, but thank you for making that gift. We know who you are. We'll be reaching out with tax receipts and whatnot if you haven't had it. So Lavishay and Coco can share about the food pantry side.
Just want to mahalo everyone that Lynn mentioned, and all our students and faculty and staff as well that made donations, and this will support us in keeping the pantry open another year to support students. And you know, we probably give out close to anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 pounds of food a month. And we heard through the grapevine that we give out more food than the food vault at UH Manoa. So thank you.
We
everyone.
raise more than the food vault too.
So thank you everyone for your generosity and for, you know, supporting this cause on social media and sharing it with your family and friends. We had a lot of donations then, and we're really thankful that we'll be able to keep the pantry open for a whole year with the, your support.
And special thank you to our students who helped put videos together, testimonials together, and Lisa Yamamoto who kind of pieced that all in a nice video. You can come back to our food pantry and actually look at the video again if you haven't. It's a very nice one. We couldn't have had a better page, and I'm so proud of our college. Go KCC. Thank you.
Thank you.
Quick reminder, February 24th is our next Ohana Produce Plus food distribution. We service about 300 students and community members. So be on the lookout for our volunteers for that. We need your help.
Thanks, Lavishay. I'm gonna put it in my calendar. Okay, we're coming to the end of the agenda. I just added one more thing. Tomorrow at 4:15, we're going to be dedicating the time capsule. It will be in the library. We're not going to bury it. We're going to keep it in the library on display so that way we don't have to worry about people remembering that it's somewhere. It's going to be there visible, and you can come and listen to the dedication and get a sense of what it is that's going in there. We'll be doing that later this afternoon. We'll be stuffing the capsule and then dedicating it tomorrow in the library at 4:15. Okay, almost at the end, and thank you all of you who've stuck with this Zoom today. You maybe bailed the breakout rooms, but you came back. Thank you. I know you did that. Great. Any last announcements? Anybody want to say anything? Yes, Maria and Nava, together, are you going to do a duet?
No, he's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, Maria said she'll do it. Go, Maria.
Okay, I hope you all know that tomorrow is Luis's last lecture on this campus.
Oh, that, yes.
Yes, so it's gonna be at 2:30. Am I doing the right thing? Same right time, right? 2:30 to 4
Copico.
at Copico 126. So There's already a lot of people who signed up for it, and if you're interested, please sign up for it. It's gonna be Luisa's last lecture, so.
I'm not gonna scold you. That's not that kind of lecture.
What's it on?
Fine.
Please?
It's on what's a good teacher made of? And it's really an opportunity for folks to come in and reflect on the good teachers that they've had in their careers, on the good teachers that they are, and what are the characteristics of good teachers, which I will then also share my own experiences with those, what I think are important characteristics. And I'll do an actual lecture on a topic.
You're too young to have your last lecture, so I think you should rename it because I think you'll be back.
No. I don't think so. I'll be doddering pretty soon. You don't want doddering old lectures. But thank you all for being here today. It is the last one for this fall semester. It's the holiday season. I wish you and your loved ones well. Enjoy the break. If you have a break, those of us who continue to work all through the vacation, other people's vacation, come by the campus. You know, we'll have coffee. It's a little bit quieter after December 19th. But I'll be here every day except December 26th. So feel free to come by, say hi, say bye. And right now, time to unmute yourself and say goodbye. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
And pay attention to what Jerry said about the grades, you guys.
Bye.
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 Merry Christmas.
Bye, Louise. Bye.
So,
Oh, I can be.